pressing the right button. But, oops. Oh dear. I have to edit that one out. Hi, welcome to my channel, Lani Mukbangi. And I'm reviewing HelloFresh at the moment, although I think that we're pretty much done with it. Anyway, this is creamy prawn spaghetti. And we're gonna do a surf and turf because we're combining two different meals tonight. Because basically our grievance with HelloFresh is that it's not enough food. This is the chilies that I've chopped up here. This is the chives that I've chopped up, and this is the garlic. I'm sorry, I was trying to make it like look prettier, but anyway. And this is a lemon to squeeze on the end. It came with lardons, so it's kind of like a I don't know. I'm not a big fan of lardons, so I was gonna put it at the end. But like a carbonara would have that kind of feel. But this has shrimp in it, so the shrimp is here. And if you can imagine, like, this is shrimp for 3 people. Like, look at this. It's like empty. So that's why I'm saying, like, it's only 2 of us eating, and this is for 3 people, and it still does not seem like enough. But I think we eat more meat than carbs, so that's why I think it's like very shocking for us. And also we cook, so it's difficult to imagine, you know, getting portions and getting advice on like how much you should eat of this and that, because we cook and we like to have good food. So that's the shrimp. This is the pasta. As you can see, the pasta's a lot, and in my experience with HelloFresh, having done it 3 times a week for 2 weeks, is that they really supplement with carbs. So this is all the pasta. That's a lot compared to this amount of shrimp. So we're gonna cook all the pasta just to try it out, and then we will probably not eat all that pasta. So I'm just gonna put that in the pot. And here I have some butter, and if I could just like look at this pot, it just has butter in it. But I'm gonna add this seasoned packet, which is a vegetable stock powder, which they ask you to put with the shrimp. And I do that anyway when I cook. I put like butter, oil, Bajan seasoning. Anyway, so like I said, we're done with HelloFresh. Like, we're done. We've had our... We actually don't even understand how it works, because apparently the person who recommends you, which is a friend of ours, girlfriend, then she gets free meals if you order, and then I guess somebody above her gets more free meals. So it's kind of a Ponzi scheme, but like that's an accusation, but I think that's what it is. Okay, so I'm going to heat up this. This is where the shrimp is gonna go. And you saw all the ingredients. I'm gonna add some of the chilies. Says half, and the directions are also very complicated, like for what it is. And some of the garlic. Well, I guess all of the garlic is vanilla. Anyway, so that's that. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of oil. The other ingredient that goes in here is creme fraiche at the end, because you don't want to scald milk products. So this is some nice rosemary olive oil that I made myself. So I'm going to add that and let that heat up, and then I will put in the shrimp. Okay, great. I just added some thyme to this because in the Caribbean, I'm from Barbados, so in the Caribbean, in Barbados, we like to add thyme a lot to anything to do with like fish or fish cakes, which I'll be doing a video on as well. So I'm just gonna add the shrimp here. So I added thyme to the original recipe. This is the thing about HelloFresh, is that I found I had to keep adding stuff and like supplementing stuff, and it was just, yeah, it's cheap, but it's like you still have to spend money and buy your own stuff. So that's it. And that's the shrimp in. And we can just, so that's the shrimp in. And then I'm gonna add some of the water from the pasta. The pasta's already cooked now. And it's here. So So there is some water in there, thank God. And now I'm gonna do that. I'm just frying up the shrimp. And see, it smells so much better with the thyme in it. So another thing I'm gonna be talking about as well is 90 Day Fiance, which I was a 90 Day Fiance. So that show is a big deal, it's a big hit, and like everyone has a recap of it. But none of the recaps I've actually watched are people who went through the process like I did. I went through the process in the UK. Most of these people on the show are going through the process in America, but now they have I'm just using some pasta water here. Went through the process in America, but now they have another series, which is 90 Day Fiance the other way. So those people are going through processes in foreign countries, foreign outside of America. So I have a story to tell about that because I went through it. It was fine. It was a smooth process. Nothing was dramatic like how it is on the show, but I just wanted to talk about it. So I will. And that's when I'm not cooking probably, when I'm just eating. I'll talk about that. So yeah. It was very fun. It was a lengthy process. It took about 3 months altogether and a lot of money. So it's something you gotta do. And you know, you always feel like you're being judged, like, oh my God, should I not live here? Like, what, I'm not good enough to live here? But there are all kinds of people living in this country. It's not just, you know, sort of rich people and stuff. So, but you have to go through a different process, and you're under a different microscope than those who are born in the country. So, and we actually had a son before, so that's another thing. But luckily, people were very nice to me and helped me to get through the process, meaning the officers and official people were very nice. Okay, I always overcook shrimp, so I'm gonna stop here. Yeah. So I'm just adding the creme fraiche. This is also what HelloFresh gave me. Again, never enough of anything. That's why I upped it to 3 people. But, oops. Oh dear. I have to edit that one out. So this is the final look of the beautiful dish. It's the creamy shrimp pasta and turf. So we're going to use this aged steaks. They're 21 day, I think. Yeah, 21 day aged steaks. And we're now going to do that on the side. And we're also going to have some broccoli, which comes with this dish as well. Okay? So that's what you have to do with HelloFresh. So you're not really saving money like you think you are, or you're not, yeah, enjoying life at all. So that's why, and it's a Ponzi scheme. Okay, I'm gonna cut this lemon up and I'll see you soon. On the bias, that's another 90 Day Fiance joke, by the way, with Darcy and that freak from Holland. And he got all upset and like left dinner because she said that he had to cut the steak on the bias because she had worked in restaurants. And then he just like got so aggro and like crazy on his steroids, and he just like left. See how perfect that is? It's really good. That's what we do. And it's so bouncy too, like you touch the meat. It's great. Okay. So this is the final product. Steak on top, surf and turf, shrimp. or as they say in the Caribbean sometimes, swimps. In particular Jamaica. How yummy that is. It's a little bit friendly. I think it's this because there's so much cream. Mmm. That's good. Ooh, but it needs some, I don't know, salt. Mmm. The lemon definitely makes it taste better. I just love salt though. I'm eating like an American with a fork alone, Lord. I don't know what I think about steak. I think it tastes like any other steak. I don't know about the 21 age thing. It's going down good. You like it? It's a long process.
It's hitting the spot.
I just think that the HelloFresh stuff is like, I don't know if it's because I'm not used to following directions when I cook. I guess it's like, feels like a lot of work and like hard, long process to follow directions exactly.
Freestyling.
No. The food I normally cook, I cook all the time, so I just don't have to like read anything. So this was just a trial to like test out the whole camera and lighting and stuff like that. I'll do a video on my equipment as well, but normally I'll be cooking my recipes, my meals, and they're usually going to be Caribbean. Lots of curry and ting. And I'm not eating the broccoli. Why am I not eating the broccoli? Is it good? And also because we live in Jersey, the ingredients are really good here. Like the produce is really good here. So to order stuff from like an outside source and then bring it in did not sit well with me. Especially when I didn't think it was up to standard with what we get here. So like that brought all the like the lettuce also was very bitter on the last thing we did. The koftas, the lettuce was really bitter, and this is also bitter. I'm not sure why. I hope it's not pesticides. Anyway, oh gosh, I didn't do a thumbnail. I'll figure out a thumbnail. Thumbnail. Half-eaten food. I'm almost finished, but this is my very first video, so it's a little bit haphazard. I'll have it more organized next time. But please subscribe to my channel and like my videos. My numbers are low, obviously, because I'm just starting, so I would like to get the numbers up. So just subscribe to my channel, and I'll be putting up videos now because I really have equipment, and I have actually like a proper laptop that's not 10 years old, and so I'm going to be able to do a lot more things because I do this every day anyway, and it's going to be fun to talk about things with you guys. Okay, so watch my channel and subscribe. One last bite.